welcome to another video. Today we are going to be talking about this new Poppy Playtime multiplayer game that might be releasing at some point, I think either during the winter or fall. So first of all, we have a screenshot here. I'll pop it up right now. We have a screenshot here of Barry on a track in like this whole underground, I think, mine shaft or something. So yeah, I think this is gonna be cool. But there's also like a tape with the numbers, and the number says 82626, which, if we translate that, this could be a date for maybe a trailer announcement. We don't know, but I don't think we've seen any experiments lead up to that specific number entirely. And I don't think I'm wrong for the most part, because I don't think there is any experiments that is called 82626, literally. So here's my prediction. This is possibly a release date for either a trailer, or we could be seeing the name of the game. We could be seeing the name of the game, or a trailer. Maybe the trailer might be too soon, but say it was one or the other, that's what we could be seeing. And the game is literally called 82626. Literally. So they're hinting the release date or something for a trailer, or the name. Almost just fell in this cave. Anyway, moving on to our next screenshot. We have it looks like we're going to be in the school. Yeah, we might be in the school for one of these parts. Maybe it's like a map, but if we look up on the picture, the screenshot, here it is. Yeah, it looks like we're in the school, and we have like this rope that goes across, and we're looking up at the rope, and it looks like it's for something small. Maybe the smiling critters. Because nothing else can possibly fit on that rope, like go across it. Maybe the long legs, like baby long legs. Maybe that, but we can't say for certain. We don't know what this game will actually be about, but yeah. We have this screenshot with a rope going across this, like, thing, this hole. So I think that's pretty cool. There's also some lights. I don't think those are important, but it might be taking place in the school. Anyway, we have another picture in the school. So this one looks like it might be the cafeteria. I don't think we've seen it. Because the reason why I say that this might be the cafeteria is because this hints at like these chairs and tables. Chairs and tables. So we also have a rope that goes up to the roof. Maybe it's that same rope. We have no idea. Again, this is speculation. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. There's basically not too much in this picture besides just this whole cafeteria room. Again, we don't really know for sure, so That's pretty much what we got for this screenshot. Literally. It's not too much. Anyway, moving on to the next area. We have this room which looks like it could have been from chapter 4. So, we could have been in this room with Yarnaby when the doctor was talking to us. So we literally have no idea what this could actually be, but if you see in the corner of the picture, we have Barry in this corner of it. Literally. Barry's just in the corner. I don't know why he is, but it looks like we could be either putting people, like dead bodies, into the Barry himself, or even toys. So that's something. We also have some lights again. I don't think those are important. But yeah, this kind of almost looks like the room from chapter 4. But yeah, there's also like a knockdown chair, a chair that's just standing upright. We really have no idea what this room could be. Again, speculation. Maybe it's a map or something for the chapters. Like, you know how in chapter 1 we were upstairs? Well, could be one of those things, but I'm not really certain. I'm not really certain. Literally. Huh. But anyway, moving on to the next picture. We have this cave area here. Don't know what this part would be, because it wasn't seen in any of the later chapters at all. So this is actually pretty cool. It looks like it's a mix of the Playtime Co. factory arches, and we just never seen it in the chapter, so this might be just a new location for this game. But also it is underground. It is underground. Like, so this is pretty cool. Again, there's not much, but it looks like Barry's in the background of this one again. I don't know why. I'm guessing this might be a game where Barry is just there. He might be important to it. So yeah. There's not really much to go by off of from this screenshot. Anyway, in the next one, so we have the smiling critters, maybe even nightmare critters. We don't know for sure because they're only shadowed. Like, they're literally shadows right now. But it looks like this place is the elevator, like, for the underground system. So, and I'm guessing it is an elevator because it could go up or down at a later point in the game. Maybe at the starting and ending of the game it will be there. So yeah, we could be seeing those as playable characters. Maybe even the nightmare critters. Smiling critters, nightmare critters. Oh man, those guys were forgettable. I don't remember the last time we seen them. Maybe it was in chapter 4. Like, it's a forgettable character when it comes to Baba Chops. I don't think I've even mentioned that sheep nightmare critter. They weren't in the game that much, so we don't really know for sure. But I'll just go with smiling critters for this one. So that's our estimated guess. Anyway, here is another screenshot. So this one's in the About section of Steam. Anyway, what it says is this. So it says, you must earn your place in our future home. What? In the future home of what, though? The prototype? I'm not even sure, but it might look like the prototype could be talking to us, the smiling critters. We could be the smiling critters. This will pop up every time. But yeah, maybe these smiling critters have to earn their place in his future. Huh. That's actually interesting. We might have to figure that part out at some point. So yeah, that's that. The other part says multiplayer co-op game. So again, as I said, this game is going to be a multiplayer Poppy Playtime game. I've actually predicted something earlier, but like before Chapter 5 came out and when Chapter 4 just released, I predicted that we could be taking place for a certain game, maybe in the Hour of Joy. I wasn't sure for certain, but that could look like where we're headed with for that. So this could either take place in the Hour of Joy or maybe even after the Hour of Joy. Literally. The next part is Poppy Playtime Canon. So they're basically telling us that this game could be canon to the lore of the games. Or just the game in general. Maybe. Like the game in general. Yeah. So we might be seeing some canon stuff that is part of the game. Huh. And then the next part, I don't think we've seen this in Playtime, Project Playtime, but this one says proximity chat. Okay, first of all, I don't think we've ever had a game with proximity chat, and I don't think Project Playtime released onto console, which I was hoping for if the game hasn't discontinued. That would have been a cool experience to see. I would have wanted to see Boxy Boo on console, how he would run, but we didn't really get that, so us console players didn't really get to experience what a multiplayer Poppy Playtime game would be, because we only have the single player ones. Because they decided to shut down Project Playtime. So yeah, that's cool that it's going to have proximity and a whole multiplayer theme for the game. This is like a whole different direction Mob is going to take. So that's going to be good. Okay, now we have this. So we have this screenshot right here, and it says, "What's the time? We're nearly home." Again, this could be referencing, and I'm sorry if I keep saying this, but this could be referencing the whole smiling critter part of the game. Again, we could be playing as these smiling critters. We don't really know for certain until we have the game. Hopefully, we have the game. Hopefully. Oof. By the way, I was just checking this seed out. But back on topic. Again, this could be the prototype talking to us. Or the smiling critters talking to us for this part. So we don't really know for a certain. But yeah. Anyway, we have a video of Barry rolling on the track, so let me just play it and show you guys. Anyway, yeah, so we have Barry just rolling on the track. That's kind of interesting to see in their promotion for the game. So that's something. But yeah, I think that's basically much it. We don't have much to go by besides this whole, all these screenshots that we got. And what this game could possibly be about. Again, speculation, not certain for sure. But yeah. So this is going to be interesting. We'll see how this game does, if it even can release to console. Because last time they didn't release Project Playtime onto console. Which I could have been very happy for, because we would have gotten our first multiplayer game to join the PC players on the consoles. So yeah, that could have been very cool, but now who knows if this game does well. We could be experiencing this whole new game on console eventually. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this whole game. I'll let you guys know on August 26th about the information, if we're going to be getting a new name or something. So yeah, that will be good. Weird. Anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a notifications bell down below so you guys do not miss out on any more videos like this one. Goodbye and see you later.